Okay, guys, so today chapter 367 of Berserk came out, and I gotta say, it was mind blowing. So the chapter started off just where 366 stopped, and it was Zod attacking Guts. So the fight just starts, and Guts is kind of annoyed and angry because his sole point was to attack Griffith. And there's like a small scene where Griffith turns around and you can see Guts' eye as the monster that's within him and the armor. And then Zod attacks him, and they have this brief fight scene. And kind of Zod uses this kind of, I don't know if it's like a power move or something. I think it's just like a weird punch that's like a swirly thing. I don't know. And Guts is a little overwhelmed by that. But the scene then cuts to the others that are just like walking around on the island, and we see the Her Majesty, the Elfin Queen, and she just like collapses, and she says that everything will be lost, and she senses great danger, and they shall spring forth from the earth one after the other. So this may mean a lot of things, but the most obvious one is that the apostles are coming, and I guess the band of the Hawk at this point, and we can only assume the worst. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that there's like it's one of, remember how in the past it was said that people like Griffith were targeting, I don't remember the exact name, but I think it was the places where there was the trees, like where there were the elves and the big tree. So maybe he's going there just to target it, to maybe destroy another one, like he did with the Shkirky's master. But I don't know. The other obvious reason is that Guts and Casca are there, and we soon understand why they are attacking. So then the scene moves back to Griffith and Guts, and something unexpected happens. Basically, Griffith, while Zod is attacking Guts, Griffith moves over to Casca, and instead of doing anything, he reaches out and kind of grabs her, and as if to console her while she is unconscious. And Guts, seeing this, is enraged and just attacks him from the back. And some people may have different opinions here, but I'll tell you my one. It may seem at first that when Guts attacks Griffith, he stops in his tracks because he does not want to hurt Casca. Even though I believe that instead it was Griffith's sheer strength that stopped Guts' humongous sword. Because we can see how Guts' face is like sweaty and he can't believe what's happening. He also says what, and his hands are shaking as if just the shoulder of Griffith was like a whole, I'm not going to say a wall because Guts can probably cut through that, but something immensely strong. I also believe that this is kind of, I don't know the exact word, but it hints back to the past, to when Guts moved away from the Band of the Hawk, and Griffith went into like a depression, because it's the same exact scene where Guts has his sword on Griffith's shoulder. Only here, it's as if Griffith was able to withstand it, even though the sword did hit him. So I believe that's something that they decided to do. Moving on from here, it seems as if there's not really any text speeches from here on. There's just various scenes of the landscape, and how there's like a lot of movement. It seems as if the leaves of the giant tree move away from it. They start blowing in the wind as if the tree was dying. And then all of a sudden the land starts to shake like an earthquake. It seems as if chunks of land break off from the island, and everybody is having a hard time, but Griffith and Casca are safely on a piece of land. And this just shows that Griffith has some kind of intention of bringing Casca and with him and keeping her safe. The last scene of the chapter is basically Griffith holding Casca in his arms, and as if to take her with him. So this is just a really big open ending, and I mean, it's really ironic that Griffith was the one to destroy Casca mentally, and all of a sudden it's as if he's looking for redemption or wants to take her with him for some kind of reason. We don't understand why for now, but this does open a lot of paths for the manga. One last thing I think is important to note is that the last panel says, the island's peaceful routine has been upset. Berserk will resume August 12th. Unfortunately, guys, we're going to have to wait a long time for the next chapter. I mean, that sucks, but I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the manga chapters that they're releasing right now. I know there's been a lot of controversy on how people believe that the manga is going to suck now, and that if it's not the original author, it doesn't make sense. But I believe that the new ones are doing a marvelous job in continuing the legacy. And yeah, that's about it. I really hope you enjoyed this video and analysis of chapter 367 of Berserk. And if you would consider subscribing and maybe leaving a like, and maybe why don't you comment down below what you thought of the video or any ideas you have. And that's it for me. Goodbye.